Looks good.
Hello. I don't remember. Oh, Alex.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, it's for access launch. Check it out. Wait. It's also the only chance a lot of people who don't think that will have to get their input. So you might.
Oh, we can't hear anything you're saying.
Great.
It says he keeps cutting out bad.
Weird sounds. To see where I keep turning around and miss like where the fuck is this noise coming from? I'm hearing weird sounds from your side. I only have my own machine. Don't know. It's the same setup.
We can hear Robert though.
I like.
We can hear Robert though.
Oh, wait.
How about now? That better?
I was gonna say I can hear Rachel through Twitch, but I cannot hear
You
Ryan.
still
through
can't
Twitch.
hear me?
Oh, we got a yes from Nicole.
Okay.
I think it's good.
There we go. All right. Jeez Louise. Well, I'll try that whole thing again. Reset, restart. Hello, everyone. This is Verball Wednesdays. I don't remember which day. It's the Verball Wednesdays after we launched early access for Verballs. Go play it. It's $20. It's the cheapest the game will be. It's also your only chance, if you're not in game dev, to get your input into a live game eventually. So go do it, and you can see changes that you might have had impact based on whether things you liked or disliked.
Well done, Ryan.
Sorry, it's the second time I've given that pitch in this video. For today's plan, we're gonna set up a little thing we're tinkering with as a new gameplay mechanic, and we're just gonna build it from scratch. Nicole says we'll get these sorted eventually. I don't think we will. It'll ban us forever. So yeah, we're gonna do a little like group dev thing just from scratch, setting up a little mechanic. If we have time, we're gonna set up well, I'm gonna switch seats with Alex here, and Alex is gonna set up stuff, and then peeps are gonna, if anyone has questions about stuff, you can read them to us. Same thing I said last time, don't judge our file structure. If you're in game dev, I know yours looks worse. If you're not in game dev, you wouldn't know what to judge in the first place.
What a call out. I mean, no one's even looking at it that hard. No one. You're trying to get ahead of the curve, aren't you?
Yeah, I know enough people in game dev to know it's the first thing that people look at. Be like, man, your files look pretty gross, and it's like, okay, let me see your project.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna throw this in. I guess I'm gonna start. I think my Unreal's viewable.
Also, just as a quick, we're gonna do a giveaway. So if
Oh yeah.
anyone who is like on this Twitch stream, you'll be entered in, and at the halfway mark, Nicole will put all the names, and then she'll put them into a random generator, and we'll give out at least one key. Potentially a hat, who knows?
Hats. Can I enter? I want a hat. Game the system. All right, let's see here. So this guy, so we're making just a lock and key door. I don't think he needs anything special. I don't think he needs to deal damage, right? He doesn't need to be damaged.
We'll add a later one with spikes for that.
Okay, cool. It doesn't need to spawn projectiles.
You got to make it through just in time.
Just All right, we'll make this guy. He'll be the lock and key.
I realize my mic is way over here. You guys can hear me okay, right?
I can, but I hear you through Discord. I guess we're gonna want two different things. One that's the door, and one that's the actual key.
Yep.
And the door is gonna be the easiest. So is it?
You say that now.
Yes, these are all challenges. Is the door 2 meshes or 1?
It is a single mesh with an animation ready to play.
Sick. What's
But we will have to add collision to it.
the lock wall? Here we go. So if people, okay, cool. People can see this. So this is the little thing we're setting up. And it's gonna be a little thing. I'll play the animation to show here. But the gist of what the plan is we're gonna have a little ball that is a key. That you will have to. We're gonna play with the idea of where it goes in our levels. Will either be a thing you find nearby, or maybe find earlier in the level that you'll have to bring here, and you'll throw it into the lock to unlock the door. Now, a couple things to think about for people that I'll need answers to when we want. First being like, is this going to block? Do we want this to... Yeah, key balls, exactly. Do we want this to be a thing that blocks ammo grabbing and other movement things?
I love the idea of you collecting the ball with your claw. You know, it retracts, and you'll hold on to it until you decide to fire your claw again. And I don't think we want to like launch the ball far away, you know, so that I think it just goes bloop right in front of you, so you can kind of give it a little bit of velocity. But I don't think we want to like launch it from a distance, because I think you might accidentally do that and launch it into the void. So.
Oh, that's actually very... okay. The ball is going to be a pain, because we also... Actually, that's a good point. We're going to need to make sure that if you kill it, it respawns if it ever falls into the death plane. And if it ever... We'll deal with that when we get to ball. Door is going to be easy. Also, this is the animation that's going to play when you hit it. A nice little open up. You can run on through. But for that, we will... Honestly, do I need an AM blueprint? I can just have this play the animation asset when it's done, right?
Correct.
Great. Okay, cool. All right. So door, we'll have a little collision. I can never remember which ones are technically faster. I'm pretty sure it's easier to tell if something's in a sphere than it is a box. So I always assume spheres are easier.
I think spheres are the most performant collision because it's just a radius, and then boxes are the next performance. And then I think capsules.
Oh, really? Okay, that makes sense. Which is so interesting, because I guess a capsule is pretty similar with just like radius and height, but you know. We wanted to do where when you throw it in, it gets locked into the keyhole, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so we'll do just a little dummy mesh. A static mesh. Dummy mesh. Dummy key. Yeah. Does that look right? Did I?
Yep, that's the key.
Yes. Is that where we want this placed? Is that about just...
Yep. That basically fits right in the slot. So I think when the player launches his key, that it'll basically go zunk, basically magnet to that little slot. And then the door would open and the key, I'm guessing, will like disintegrate it or something.
Now, do we want this... This is going to be a... This is going to be a physics object in the first place. Does that mean we want this key to work like that? When you say magnet, do you want it to like the key into it? Or do you want it... My original thought was just key hits, destroy key... Unreal. Get out of here. There we go. Key hits, destroy key, pop in dummy.
I think that's okay for now. I think if
Okay.
we want to dress it up, we'll explore that once it's working.
Okay, cool. All right, sick. Well, this I will set to invisible. Right, unlock collision. Set it up. This is nice. At least, hey, at least people watch. If you don't like watching programming, this is a lot better than watching me do C++ stuff. Because at least in Blueprints, you have a visual thing you can see. Other actor. Okay, so we need to make the blueprint class.
You guys haven't seen my other kitty. This is Violet.
Oh my gosh.
She's a little more shy.
Oh, yay.
Locked.
Wait, what's her name?
This is Violet. She is my daughter's cat through and through.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
Mesh. Alright, key mesh. Do beginning stuff on the key. There's a fear collision. Key mesh. Like that for key. Yoink. I can't imagine people are too interested in what I'm doing in time, so I haven't been narrating exactly what I'm doing. I'm adding meshes and collisions, so it's nothing crazy.
Ryan's gonna make it roll around.
I will
Only
make
the
it all.
player could roll around this way.
That's a crazy idea, Eric. Your
would
lunacy
probably
will
be.
not be tolerated. To lock key.
I think because it's sharing Unreal, it goes black every time you open a window.
Oh, that's annoying. Wait, can you guys see my blueprint?
Yes, we can see the blueprint, but it's like when it does the auto save and stuff, it goes black.
Oh, that's so
It's
annoying.
like it's like the editor's blinking.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a way to turn off autosave? Quickly?
There is. I can't remember.
Ah, God.
Now
Okay.
your screen's black.
Now it's just black? What the heck?
Anytime there's a window open inside of Unreal, it's
That's crazy. All right, I can't really change that. It's just sharing the application. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Weird.
faulty.
All right, well, just tell me if it's black, and I'll re-click on stuff. This collision. This is gonna be key
So
collision.
don't forget the mesh is 2.5 scale.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. 2.5. Actually, I need.
Eric, you modeled this door. Where do the runes come from?
Actually, I did the concept for it, and then Kristen Bucher modeled it. The
Oh, wow.
inspiration is I don't know if we've got any 90s sci-fi fans, but Stargate is a little bit of the
Oh, nice.
inspiration for it.
Eric, are you sure 2.5?
Yeah, maybe the parent asset isn't scaled, like the parent wall mesh isn't scaled up.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that makes sense. So wait, this one should all be 2.5, basically. What you're saying?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
according to-
1 scale under a 2.5 mesh.
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
Correct. Yeah, word of advice to all you other artists out there: scale your meshes before import. I always forget. It's so easy to fix it in Unreal.
It honestly, scales I never mind. Pivots are my nightmare.
That's fair.
Uh,
I should have added the pivot as like the bottom of the ball set.
well, oh God, please no. This one works great. It's only like if you're ever doing something with modular stuff, and especially with like multiple artists. Hey, group up on what that pivot should be, because if I get 2 pivots, I explode.
I sent it to the team recently. We were messing with an asset pack where the creator had been willy-nilly about the pivots of every single object in the asset.
Oh my
They
gosh.
could not be used consistently.
Yeah. Modular things that aren't symmetrical drive me insane now. It's crazy. Alright, so this guy, we're gonna have him play animation.
We
I
did
should hear
get a
it.
question
yeah,
for
sorry.
Ryan. How long did it take to learn how to make blueprints so that you feel confident?
Well, so technically I started when I was 16 in a game dev high school, like class, and like even then I was really bad at blueprints, but you kind of like fumble your way through it. Blueprints are kind of nice because you always have the giant God search window that gives you every single thing, and you kind of just like eventually you just search the name of what you're kind of looking for. Honestly, until I had a professional job here, which was started 3 years ago, that was probably when I actually had like hardcore requirements that I had to do fast. Was probably when I started feeling fully confident in them. Though, once you start getting into source code, that all just fades away. It just all is right with C++. Put me right back in the I know nothing train. But slowly, I'm starting to get my knowledge up on that. What the heck is the door open animation called?
It probably wasn't named. It was probably just anim or whatever when it gets imported
I just
by default with
find
Cement.
find back where the skeleton's sourced, and then just check.
Yeah, it's probably fast. But it's gonna black the window out. Why is that any? That shouldn't be any different, should it? Wait, does this? Oh, that's a nightmare. Okay, hold on. Sorry, streaming people. Give me 1 second. I just realized every single time I open the context menu, you guys can't even see it, which is. I would go crazy if I was watching that. Do I have any other thing I can focus on Verballs? I don't think I do. Why does OBS work this way? Okay, well, hey, if someone on the offside wants to look up if anyone else has ever streamed this, so I don't feel bad, so we don't have a mini context window take up every time. Alright, it was Anim.
I think most people just share their screen, but I know that that's unavailable while you're also streaming.
Yeah, but well, I could try that. Let me, yeah, okay. Let me do that real quick, because this is, at least even seeing it out of my periphery is driving me insane. Add.
We're going dark.
Yeah, hold on, everybody. Display capture. Capture, not that one. Like, aha. Yeah, behind the curtain. Hey, if you guys could tell, I don't know how streaming works. This is all through Discord. I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to do it. But we just have our cameras going through Discord. Haha. Oh, that's so much better.
There you go.
Oh, Alex, you're muted.
Huzzah.
It was Lockwall 01 Anim. I feel like I can't reference that. Lockwall.
That would be weird if you can't read.
Okay, cool. I thought I typed in both the words lock, wall, anim, and none of these popped up. Alright, cool. So that'll play. Whenever this guy hits, it's going to set the visibility. I'm just going to straight up destroy the key. Because we ain't going to need that no more. This guy, we're going to have simulate physics, because that's the easiest way to get a ball to work in Unreal. Oh, I have to do it on the... Oh, we gotta make the collision the parent. Yeah, that's right. Only collisions can receive physics, because that's how physics-based traces work.
Sure.
Alright, so door is... That's pretty much all that happens, I think. Right? Let's go to...
We'll have to toggle off some. Obviously, it plays the animation. Are you toggling collision object off or collision component?
I am. Also, real quick question though, is simple test map gonna contain too many spoilers for things if I go there?
Let me. You want me to check for you?
Yeah, do you want to check real quick? Oh, I saw one question about math.
Uh,
If you want to, if you want to be a gameplay programmer, um, a lot. Every single thing you do is different kinds of math, and most things. I learned this like what I was saying from when I was high school. If you anything that you're trying to do hard that feels super difficult to do, 9 times out of 10, there's actually just a math equation that handles it for you. The simplest thing I just was looking into the other day of a thing I was practicing with, um, for doing like a grappling hook for a game, for example. That's a thing that is a spring with a damper on it. So use the same physics that work for spring physics, that holds a thing between 2 points, and then you have the physics that's moving you back and forth. That's the damper. You have like your force that moves you back and forth, and it's your different forces in space are applying on you, so it makes you move in different ways. Uh, and honestly, it's easier when you put all the accumulated forces that you experience in life, like same with like gravity and stuff. When you actually implement those and use the math for those, it's easy to do different effects by just messing with those values. Long way to say you use it a lot. For artist stuff, that one you guys can take away. I got no clue.
I mean, when it comes to animation, you end up using a bit of math, especially like I think a lot of technical animators, myself included, get obsessed with making things accurate. And so you can apply math to your rigs and stuff to get them to work exactly the way you want.
Yeah,
What do you think, Alex?
I'd second that. Like, you don't necessarily need to, but knowing like geometry math is can be pretty useful. Circumferences and stuff, and how to use pi and radians. Also, say uh, additive, like some of the image functionality math. It can be kind of interesting, like useful to know. I mean, it's like shader graphs or like multiply slopes, things like that. You don't think of them as math, but they are kind of. You just need to know what they do mostly.
Yeah, that's a great example. Like shader graphs use as much math as you want to apply to them, so you can do some pretty complex stuff. And a lot of it's like I like working with shader graph math because your result is kind of always staring at you in the face, and so you can do some pretty crazy things to translate math to visuals and see the result in real time.
Also, sorry,
Oh.
quick thing to interrupt. Also, can Alex, did you say that map was okay?
I would probably recommend going to empty level instead.
Do we have empty level?
Although there is like a little cutscene to start you out,
That's
but
okay.
it doesn't show off anything that we haven't seen before.
Okay, cool. I'll just delete.
It's got a bunch of.
As a follow-up question, can any of you tell us a little bit about how you've changed the physics of the ammo in response to the feedback we've received?
Oh, yeah, sure. So the original system for stuff was a lot of different elements or bullets were taking into account your velocity when they'd fire, which would mean like when a bullet fires, it has its own velocity that carries it forward, and then based on how fast you were moving, it might angle a bullet a specific way, which is a thing some games do, but it usually is a thing that like some games will like support it more, make it a little more obvious. And just to help shooting, we kind of took that out, so it's a little more like your bullet is gonna fly the direction you shoot, no matter how you're kind of running. Because I think we got some feedback that it could be hard to hit guys when you were running around.
Yeah, I think it's much more like you're getting the expected outcome of your projectiles by not inheriting the player's velocity.
Oh, we do have a sequence. Where's the sequence?
Oh,
Can I
back
just...
when he used to free fall out of the back of the ship.
he was so cool then.
Oh, we did get a comment to make Ryan's mic a bit louder, if possible.
I don't know how to do that, but I can start speaking with my chest.
Exactly.
Hold on, sorry. Let me. Is that all I need here? Yeah, I think I have this tuned up as much as I can, aside from my own. Except for hardware. I think my mic is just that quiet. Wait, do we?
Maybe if you swallow your mic.
I don't know if I can.
You
I don't
might
know.
be able to bend it like slightly closer to your mouth if it's a flexible one.
Oh, yeah, good call. Maybe. Also, I don't know if I can physically move in this map.
What?
Yeah, my inputs are all unplugged. We're just gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna find a random tile.
Moving the map? What are you talking about? Oh, you know what?
Might be
You
because
might want to let the cinematic play out.
fine, okay. Alright, don't save.
Now everyone gets to see
Empty level.
see Orb do some base jumping.
Yep. Cool. Oh, yep, that was it. Okay, where the hell did I... God, I put the door so far away. Blueprints, where do you start?
What have you done?
It's not here. Door. Alright, so put the door in here. I don't know if we really have anything.
You can probably nuke the guys if you don't want them in.
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember what I was going to test these doors guys on. We got. So you're saying we got to do collision stuff. We'll do that real quick. We'll just put a box collision. Does...
I would probably set it up with like 4 colliders for the outside of the door, and then the collider in the middle that you remove. So 'cause the door only opens the center,
Yeah.
but that way you can keep it fairly simple.
That is a good
Players will never know.
idea. Yoink. I wonder. Wait, can
This
I
is
get-
much better than needing to make a truly round collider hole.
Yes.
Those are a pain to figure out.
Yeah, concave colliders are no bueno. Especially with holes in them.
There was points where I was like, ooh, let me try other parts of game dev, and one was a very, very small stint into trying modeling things. Why is it so hard to make a hole? Shouldn't be that. God, it shouldn't be that hard.
It really is difficult. It's funny, like if
So
you
hard.
like worked with 3D modeling programs from the very start, like it was actually, either modeling it that way from scratch is the way you have to do it, but like Boolean subtractions and stuff used to be about a 50-50 chance of it just crashing.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Even in like old school 3D Studio Max, Lightwave, Rhinoceros. I didn't use Maya back then, so I can't speak for Maya. But Boolean subtractions were unstable, to say the least.
I hear people just never trust them, but maybe it's just because I was taught like the perfect method for getting them to work, just like a incredibly low res cylinder, because it usually is a cylinder, and then like a clean cross section that you snap it to, and then also deleting history either side of the operation. So that's always been stable for me. So
Huh. It's so funny the amount of game dev tools that are so specific and the battles people will have over them. And I feel like one side has no. It's always just one side cares so little about the other. Like for Program, for example, the battles of Maya versus Max. I don't know. I don't care. Robert, don't say Max. It's wrong.
Unless you're a European.
I don't get it. I
That's
don't
more
know.
popular in Europe.
Okay, I don't know. See, I don't know. But versus like programmers, I guess we technically have different IDEs, and Writer is the correct one to use, but you got to pay for it.
Something about Rust.
No, it's a language.
Shut up.
So close.
I think a lot of the programming discussion is from web developers mostly, or like software devs through and through. They get very opinionated as far as I hear. Game devs are pretty lax.
Yeah. Except for engine. When it comes to engine, I feel like that is the only battle that all game devs will have.
I'm fairly sure that battle's over.
I agree, but yet I think that there's always gonna be the scrappy fighter for Unity. If you couldn't tell, I like Unreal better. I'm not biased. I've just been using it for 9 years. All right, so a disabled collision. We're gonna do a quick test, and I'm just gonna call the delay. Couple seconds. Hey, anyone else wants a programming tip, and one that we don't follow very well on a lot of things sometimes, but delays are awful. Don't use delays. You should almost always try and use almost any other thing, but delays can cause so many issues if you're not super careful with them. Oh wait, what am I doing? Yeah. Up here, this guy's here. I'm just gonna make a dummy function to test this. Make sure that everything else is working. Okay. Delay, custom event. Alright. 0.2 seconds. 1 second. Okay. Oh god, the video plays. Okay, hold on. Make this 10 seconds. Maybe 20. Whee! I kind of think for the final boss, that's how we should have Orb enter the final planet.
Sure.
He's become so badass. Oh.
I need to mess with his eyelids more. I always forget that. Like, he can be expressive without a face.
Orb has eyelids.
He does.
Oh my god.
It is really funny that Orb's face is the hardest thing to see as his face, since you always see the giant Verbal's face.
Yeah.
But Orb has a little
giant
face.
character inside of you, and you got this little eye.
Oh, see, this was perfect. I need to set that to false, not true. But otherwise, door, I think, is done.
Sweet.
And now the one that is way more difficult. Wait, let me make sure I can't jump through here. Yeah. I also gotta set that key to be invisible from the get-go still.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me in! Please, God, let me in! Goo. Make sure you can't. Okay. Sick. Alright, door's done. Programming's just that easy, everybody.
Game's done.
Game's done. Yeah. You know, hey, we've been talking, we get an excuse, but for anyone that's like, man, games should be quick, it took us 30 minutes to make a door. And that's the easy part.
Yeah.
That's the easy part. Alright, this guy. No chill there. Alright, lock key. The one that's gonna be a pain. So, what do we need on here? I need to look at how our claws work. We're gonna need the ball robot.
Look at, so pull open one of the power-ups, because they have the specific function you want on collision, I think.
Yes.
You double check. On base power-up, on
yeah.
component begin overlap, and the cast a claw one.
Honestly, we're just gonna yoink. this is one reason I personally, especially as I've gotten later, I like C++ a lot better. Not because it's easier, but because these lines just start getting so gross to try and follow. And you can put a lot of effort into cleaning them up, but no matter how much you've done to make them look better, they will still look pretty bad.
One of the worst is like you spend all this time like making one look good, and then you're like, oh no,
Oh,
I have to add all this extra stuff in between.
yeah,
Well, I guess going reverse.
yeah. It's like, oh, I want to add a new function. Well, it's not that that's hard. It's that it's gonna make my art look bad.
Yes.
Cast a claw, retract claw, tangent actor is activated.
We
Might not
do got
delete
a new
that.
question. For each of you, what is your favorite future mechanic that we haven't shown yet and that players won't see in Gambito? If you guys have one.
Are we allowed to say?
Nicole?
Nicole, am I allowed to say which one?
Has PR cleared us yet?
Has PR cleared this? Maybe someone else
Yeah.
go, and then if they
We
say,
did get a yes.
yes,
It is
you can-
cleared.
you can turn into a ball. It's the best.
Oh, well.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be so good.
Oh.
Nicole, which other one would I possibly be referring to? It's the only mechanic I've talked about the whole time. It's okay, we'll delete the VOD. No one will know.
Just
Other than that one, I don't know if we have many other crazy mechanics that people
And there's
won't see in
lots of the-
Gambito.
Yeah. Can we say things in worlds that, like Murok and stuff? Yeah, off the top of my
Probably.
head, I love Alex made a surfboard that can cruise around the
That's
map.
pretty
That
sweet.
was just
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, moving platforms take many forms in our game, and we've done actually a shockingly wide array of things with them through level design. So those are fun to platform on.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
the tilters are pretty cool. We haven't gotten to really play with those, but I'm excited for those. Two enemies or one enemy that I implement, I'm very excited about. The big tank bot. I'm very, very excited.
yeah, he's gonna be fun.
I like fighting him a lot. Oops, key. We're gonna drag and drop him into here. Okay. Does I didn't put.
You
collision
deactivate
on
your
this guy.
timer.
I did. Well, that one, I deactivated the timer, but I do actually need to make this guy block everything.
Oh yeah.
And does he? Yeah, he does. Whee! Though I do, I do kind of want that animation to have. Okay, why are you not triggering? Where it. Oh, maybe it's because it's block. Instead of him landing on his feet, he just hits his face.
Just donk.
Yeah, just fully face plants. Maybe we just randomize it.
I don't know why it's not grabbing.
I also don't. Wait, did I put the right one?
Oh, is the wall set to generate overlap events?
It is. Is it because I put block? What is the claw?
Try overlap all.
Okay, let me do. I gotta be specific.
Well, it might fall through the map. So we'll see.
Yeah, let me do. Landscape, block, projectile. You can ignore. Well, overlap. You might as well do destructible in block vehicle, block physics body. Technically, should block. Is the claw a pawn? What the hell is the claw?
Claw is an actor.
It's just an actor. Okay, what's its collision set to?
The sphere is set to.
Oh, it's a projectile.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. It definitely will not overlap that then. And then this is, yeah, world dynamic seems right. Whee! No, he's still not doing. Well, nah, it looks like he's hitting something. It is
It's
hitting
definitely
it.
hitting it because it's rejecting the claw, but
Wait,
it's
did
not
I-
attaching to it.
That's the right function. On component begin overlap. Man, this is not the step I thought we would have issues with. There we go. Object. Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Man, that's easy enough. This is a real niche thing. I don't know how much people care about. But I'll say it anyways. Simulate physics in Unreal is really
Oh,
annoying. It makes sense because to simulate physics on something, you can't really have a parent attached to it, right? Because it has to fall away from the parent. It also means that when you're trying to like attach something to it, it might be attaching the actor, but the actual collision that's rolling away no longer has will no longer have it. So we actually need to attach.
You can do disable simulation or set simulating physics.
Though let me actually check if I feel like we tried this with another thing that will not be named. Yeah, there we go. Making it the parent. Oh boy. Helps it a lot though.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, we might need to add some extra logic because I believe if you do not set its location on tick, it will freak out. Probably want to turn off its collision too. Hey, set actor relative location. Key collision.
Well, you can also set simulating physics off.
Yeah, we'll do that too. Select collision. Okay, no, that should be fine. Set no collision. Simulate physics. To false. And now we grab the key. Oh man, we also. Cool. Whee! Well, so this will function technically.
Ball mode.
Let's see. Bonk. Oh, maybe not? Oh, because it doesn't have collision.
Yep. You have to release it.
What if I do not collision, query only? Got fall.
Story of every door and every key is collision.
Is yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Woo!
Wow.
Boom, door key done. Now we want to throw it instead of punching it into the great beyond.
I don't know. I kind of like punching it.
I mean,
I think it's fine to just hang on to it, and it's just like
well, this runs it.
Problem is-
Oh.
It'll still try to collect ammo.
yeah. Wow. What did you do?
I don't know. Something about the collision still being on.
Yeah, it's
Woo!
forcing the player away from it.
Speedrun hacks?
Doing a cool flip.
That is pretty cool.
Wee.
Alright, let's fix that first.
Well, and I think you can leave the collision off, and you will turn the collision on when you launch it. So leave it off here, and then when we drop it, you can turn the collision back on.
Alright, fine. Okay, so we're gonna need to bind to an event here. Where do we fire? Is it Fireclaw?
It is Fireclaw.
Okay, so if Claw... We already have the Claw occupied stuff in there, so that should just kind of work.
Yeah.
And then I think, well, here's what we can do. Let's just, boop, add one. Claw is fired. Let's have this solely handled in the, strip just solely handled in the or the key, so we don't have to worry about touching any older systems. So it's gonna be like Fireclaw is gonna call its dispatcher, and then the key, when it gets hit by a claw, we're going to bind a event to claw is fired. that is going to happen at the end. That's fine. Do a create. I'm gonna create a matching event. Fire key. Now, can I detach?
Yeah. You're only attaching the actors. You can just detach.
Sick. Okay, we're gonna also. Oh, we want to do a component. Let's just try from actor. We'll promote to variable. Parent claw. Make sure this is valid. Valid. Self. Wait. Detach from actor. Detach is the root of this actor from a scene component is currently attached. Well, that's not what I want. What do we want to do? We want to detach.
I think you do.
Let's wait. Detaches the root component of this actor from any scene component it is currently attached to. So that's just any scene component.
Which is okay, because you don't want it attached to any scene component. Does
That's
that make sense?
yeah. That's such okay. That's such a weird function. All right. Well, if I wanted two parents. Detach from actor. So I guess we don't even need the reference, but I'll keep it just in case.
And turn his physics and collision on.
And we might. Let's see. We'll play with this, and then we might just add a little physics, and I think that.
Yeah.
Is it?
We'll see. We may end up
Nope.
refining this further, but this should work for now.
What? Oh, it doesn't work perfectly first try. Come on.
Well, I was trying to remember. I had, and I'm sure you have it in some of the stuff you built too, the calculation for getting it to fly to your reticle, but
Oh. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can use that. This is where. Let me do the bad thing first.
oh, this is where the claw might actually come in handy because you might need its forward vector.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, oh, I'm glad I kept that. After first day acceleration, we don't care about mass. Alright, this should, in theory, work first try. Easy peasy. They call me one take Ryan. Damn it. They call me two take Ryan. Hold on. Everyone give me 1 second. Is this even being called? Is the first thing to check. Whee! Oh, it sure is. It's just detach from actor don't work.
Oh,
Annoying.
super duper.
Okay. Oh, I also gotta check. Okay. We also should unbind from that event after this. Unbind. Event clock. Okay. What else can I use then? Detach from component?
Maybe? No, because that is for a component.
How do you unattach something?
Maybe you attach it to a no reference? I don't know.
This is really weird. How the hell do you do this? What if I do Detach?
That's
Nope.
detach actor from actor.
Detach actor from actor?
Mm-hmm.
Context? Are you hiding something from me? Nope. There's no option for detaching. Oh wait, is it? No, this can't be it. Detach. How the hell?
As a quick interjection, 1, 10 minutes left, so 10-minute warning. And 2, we drew the names. Markkin 1957 won the key, so feel free. I don't know if that's any of your friends,
That's
right?
my dad.
Is it your dad? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we'll tell. Oh my god, maybe the beanie. DM Super Wonder Frog, or feel free to just
My dad.
no.
I don't
It's
think my
like
dad's gonna know how to use Twitch.
I'll give you his stuff.
Yeah, give it to me. I'll get. Dad, you want beanie? Good job. And they say nepotism doesn't work. All right. Man, I have alternatives to this, but they all suck. What other options do we have? Huh. I can. Let's see. We can have it set the position on tick
So
instead of attaching it.
I'm looking it up real quick. It says detach from actor should work, but you may have to plug in self as the reference. Is weird.
Oh, that would be weird, but I'll try it. Get a reference to self. Let me. I mean, I also have all the stuff set to world, so maybe try. Let me try saying it to relative. Yeah, that shouldn't change it, but maybe something's being weird with it. Oh, there we go.
Well, it is detaching.
It did detach. Wait, is it the relative thing? Hold on, now I gotta figure it out.
No, it can't be because that would have like snap it back to like a weird location.
Yoink. It's the relative thing.
What?
That don't make no sense. Now that don't make no sense. Okay. Yeah, keep
I mean,
relative, I
after you
guess.
detach it, you could set its wave location before you give it velocity, and give it the save its world location before it detaches, and set its world location after it detaches.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. God, I don't like either of these.
It's a terrible solution, but it probably will work.
Feels like this is not the way to do this, but I can't. All the other
Yeah.
options I can think of are just so much worse. I was like, we can spawn a new one. We can try throwing a different one. All right, keep relative.
Hey, when you're T-5 to end
Ah.
and reach some kind of conclusion, this is what happens.
You're right. Hold on. Speaking, we gotta do this fast. Do. You go here. You go here. All right, let's see what happens. You see this? It's because this animation. We're cutting. We're adding time each time. Oh. How? How is that? This doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
I love it.
You
You need to clip that.
Big.
Bigger.
Burger. What the hell? Keep relative. Start location. Wait. Collision enabled. Query and physics. Set simulate physics. Add force. Let's just get rid of add force. Unbind event. Set actor location. Start location. Oh wait, let me do it before I add physics. But after. Wait, do I do it after I simulate or before we think? I'll just do it right after I detach it. Let's see.
Yeah, I think so.
New can add force. Let's just see if that works. Whee! This doesn't make any goddamn sense. How the fuck? Lock key. Dot key collision. Set to simulate fission, but collision enabled is incompatible. Is it? What? What? No, it's not. It's not at all incompatible. You're wrong, Unreal. You're absolutely wrong. Simulated physics, generate. Is it because I'm turning on? No, that doesn't make any sense. Unreal, what's wrong with you? I was like, the only thing that it should be complaining about should be happening before this step even happens.
I mean, so I was just gonna say, technically, we don't have to detach the actor. We just have to set it to. Just like when you were first trying to grab it and it was still rolling on the ground because it was simulating physics, we could literally just turn physics back on it without ever detaching it, right?
Here, let's do my one. Let's do this. Oh,
Sorry.
no, that's actually that's a good point. I see what you're saying. Yeah, theoretically, we should just be able to turn it on. But it still will complain to me about the whole simulate physics does not work on a thing with collision enabled, which is the exact opposite. Get off of my hand! Alright, I'm gonna do this the bad way. With our 5 minutes left then.
You're gonna destroy and create?
No, that is my nuclear option. This isn't much better, but it should be fine for a single key. Parent claw, get. We're gonna not attach anything, and I'm gonna just straight up set its position on tick.
Oh.
I know. But we only have 5 minutes. We'll clean it up later. Emperor clock, get attachment. Cause I'm gonna have to. I gotta go look up what. Can I help you? Oh, that's not. Get attached. Okay, what? 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 Unreal. What is happening with you? Claw. Get attach point. No. Yes. Okay. Get world location. Make sure that we are attached. I think because this way we don't have to turn off physics either. Set actor location. Though this might make it look fidgety as all heck, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, where are you moving it to?
I'm just gonna keep moving it to where. Actually, I did this. I actually technically did this for the Floobers too. Move this constantly to where the claw is. We did this for the Floobers because if you turn off their collision when you grab them, they can get stuck under the map. So we have to keep their collision on. But if you keep their collision on, when your claw moves, it will hit itself and keep offsetting it. So I'm just constantly overriding it to make sure it kind of tries to bounce itself to where the claw is. So let's see if this works. We'll stop attaching. We might have to do this relative location thing, but we'll skip it for now. We don't need to set simulate physics off. We do need to keep collision turned off. Do need to bind it. We don't need to do this. We do need to set this. And we need to anything else? Let's see, sector location. I don't think we need to, hopefully don't need to do that anymore. And we'll see what physics does. If this doesn't work, I might commit myself to an insane asylum. Oh my god, I might commit myself to an insane asylum. What the fuck? How? What is happening? Why? Get... Oh, I didn't ever set it to false. That's why. Boop. Nope. We're gonna skip that part for now.
There you go.
Now, if it doesn't work, I'll commit myself to an insane asylum. Alright, I'm going in. Wait, lock key is set to simulate physics, but collision enabled is incompatible. That's false. That's absolutely not true. You 100% both need physics turned on to then simulate physics. Query and probe and contact. What is happening? Alright, let's try not turning off collision. And if I don't turn it...
Weirdo.
I do got... Yeah, this won't be a thing I keep, but I need answers.
You're not
I need answers.
thinking. You weren't setting the collision of the collider, were you? Because you might be setting the collision back on the actor, but maybe it was the component that you set it off in the first place. I can't see the screen very well.
Oh. Sorry, I half heard what you said, but I did also see another issue we're doing here. Sorry, what was it? What were you saying, Eric?
Are you turning the collision off on the component or the actor when you first pick up the ball?
I'm turning it off on the collision. Which
On that.
Oh, that is
So
a
that's-
good point. That this should have no collision just in general too. Which that could be also a weird thing that's happening. Like the actual mesh has collision. Oh.
I would say it is 5 o'clock. We have run out of time.
No, I'll fix this. Don't worry, team. Well, I guess. Oh, we're still. I guess I'll close this off. Yeah, join us next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is gonna be great. We're gonna do a Verbal pumpkin carving challenge. Enjoy.
Ooh.
Come and see the programmers do a less great job, and the artists probably kick their asses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited. Yeah, I guess I'll mirror the same thing I said at the start. If you joined and didn't see, hey, go download Verballs. It's in early access. It's the cheapest the game will ever be after we release it. It's the best chance you'll have to get your input in a game while it's being developed. And it supports small devs like ourselves, so we can hopefully keep making games afterwards. And we've put a lot of love in this game. We hope you guys enjoy it.
Thanks, Ryan.
Hi guys.
Adios, everybody.
Bye bye.